The service was terrible. The food was delicious. The sushi was so good. The worst experience of my life. In today's growing market, restaurant reviews can either make or break a business. For as many "I love this place" reviews a restaurant gets, a single "worst experience of my life" can be damaging to a company's reputation. So what can be done after a company receives those damaging reviews? That's where we come in. The Wolf of All Streets is a consulting company originating from West Georgia. Operating since the early 2000s, our company has turned other companies, such as Brown Dog Eatery, completely around. Our slogan, profit, wealth, future, power, completely encapsulates how we do business. Our mission is to promote profit, wealth, and power for a better future. Allow us to turn your small business into an expansion. As for my role in all this, my name is Keondae Robinson. I'm the Senior Vice President of the Department of Finance. I operate under the notion that the best method to profit is through the customers. Time and time again, I've seen businesses turn their profits completely around simply by listening to what the customers have to say. Now I use those skills through the Wolf of All Streets to better businesses such as yours. And the best way I can showcase this is with a restaurant such as the following. Allow me to introduce the Osaka Japanese Seafood and Steakhouse. Operating as far back as 2010, Osaka is a casual dining establishment that serves sushi, soups, salads, and various hibachi-style entrees. Thus, its closest competitors are Hibachi Express and Kyoto Kobe Japanese. While these all serve hibachi-style cuisine in a casual dining environment, Hibachi Express not only receives more business, but also stronger reviews than Osaka. Kyoto Kobe, on the other hand, is the least popular. Yet they both illustrate the growth Osaka can achieve and the consequences of not capitalizing, respectively. One of Osaka's major strengths is one that can't be taken for granted. It is very family friendly. Children love a good show, and Osaka delivers. Making the children happy keeps the parents happy as well. Another of Osaka's strengths is its menu variety. From sushi to salad, customers enjoy having so many options to choose from. Yet, potentially, Osaka's greatest strength also ties in with its weaknesses. Namely, Osaka tends not to draw in as much of a crowd. Thus, customers are able to enjoy a more personal atmosphere. Osaka is not a busy restaurant. As I mentioned before, the fact that it's so less busy is a benefit, but it is also a weakness. Patrons coming in large groups have commented on the lack of capacity for larger crowds. Because Osaka isn't as prepared for the influence of customers, it naturally also leads to slower service. And patient customers leave scathing reviews. It shouldn't be understated the importance of timely business. Yet, even with timely service, Osaka's biggest weakness comes down to its overall quality. Namely, customers cite the experience as only being decent. As a hibachi restaurant meant to serve as well as to entertain, decent is far from the impression customers should be left with. Thus, in order to improve Osaka's reputation, I recommend a focus on improving the quality of food they put out. Even should customers have to wait, if the food is worth it, customers are far less likely to leave scathing reviews. However, if Osaka wishes to deal with the wait issue, one solution is to hire more staff. With more wait staff, customers can be seated and catered to faster. More chefs means customers are able to get their food more quickly. And in the end, this culminates in tables opening up quicker. This is especially important because my third recommendation for Osaka is that they capitalize on their less crowded nature. While a restaurant being slower may be on the surface a negative, if Osaka can capitalize on this niche environment, they can sell themselves as the more intimate hibachi restaurant. In turn, they can attract individuals who want the hibachi experience yet shy away from the noisier environments. Regardless of whether Osaka decides to take this more intimate approach, it should still focus on providing a more memorable experience for the customers. For a restaurant whose appeal is partially built on entertainment, a bored customer is one of its biggest threats. A significant portion of Osaka's sales come from the customers who come to be entertained. If they aren't, they'll go elsewhere. This leads to another major threat to Osaka's business, the service itself. If servers are rude or chefs are unfriendly, customers will not want to return. Osaka needs to ensure consistently friendly, courteous service remains a focus for all employees. The final threat that Osaka faces also deals with the consistency of service, namely, the food itself. Customers who receive burnt, cold, or overly seasoned food turn into the harshest online critics. If Osaka doesn't want its reputation to tank, it must ensure the food is quality approved. It cannot neglect quality for quantity or speed. Otherwise, it will lose customers. To make this easier to digest, I have listed everything I've discussed in this SWOT analysis. Look here for a basic summary of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the Osaka brand. In conclusion, it is important for restaurants such as Osaka to pay attention to reviews and how they affect their image. While customers enjoy the menu variety and friendly atmosphere, because there are a contingent of people angry with the inconsistent food quality or bored from the lack of spectacle, it may cost Osaka customers down the line. That being said, I really enjoyed working with Osaka for this. If you or anyone else wishes to contact my group, We may be reached at 404-737-3619. I've listed all our contact information on this slide, as well as the giveaway item. You'll receive this t-shirt for working with us. Thank you for your time.